Hello audience, and welcome to my playthrough of Dear Esther. Join me on my quest for good story as I try out this acclaimed, critically acclaimed even, remake of a Half-Life modification. It's supposed to be beautiful, maybe even a bit creepy. Let's see how it goes. So, come here to the loading screen often? It's a mesmerizing loading screen. Look at those dots struggling to get across the way there. See, we're like right about there and moving on, and like 2 dots left, and here we go.
Dear Esther, I have lost track of how long I have been here and how many visits I have made overall. Certainly the landmarks are now so familiar to me that I have to remind myself to actually see the forms and shapes in front of me. I could stumble blind across these rocks, the edges of these precipices, without fear of missing my step and plummeting down to sea. Besides, I have always considered that if one is to fall, it is critical to keep one's eyes firmly open.
Oh wow. This is just gorgeous. That is just beautiful. The textures. I'm a huge fan of God's rays, and those God's rays coming through the clouds there, gorgeous. Love some of these textures. Anyway, here on a dock. I hope I didn't arrive here by this boat, otherwise it's going to be very hard to get back wherever I came from. The boat doesn't seem too seaworthy. And what the heavens have people done to my house? It's broken. It's broken, all broken. And my secondary boat. Oh dears. Dears. Them young ones prankstering around. You know, I don't think this game is supposed to be scary in like any way, but after playing oh my gosh, I just scared the crap out of me with my flashlight. Anyway, I don't think it's supposed to be scary, but after playing Amnesia, holy cow. Oh good, I have hot water. Awesome. And it looks like I can paint like a freaking city white. But amazingly, I really haven't done so. I'm doing a terrible job at it. I'm terribly creeped out. I don't know what to expect. Apparently, probably not working plumbing. That looks really gross. Disgusting. And I'm storing paint in the house? What? Why, where have I been all this time? Alright. Is this a book? Look, Freud! Freud, I missed you. I'm not Freud, I'm Frederick. A Hebridean history? Frederick is Hebridean? I don't know, I'm still trying to make sense of it all, so I just went with Frederick for right now. Frederick. I think my audience is going to get confused if I don't call you Freud. It's alright. So Freud. Frederick. Okay, Frederick. You darn SCPs, changing your properties. Frederick, oh, it's my lantern! Amnesia! I want it. It provides better light than this flashlight, although look at this flashlight. Oh my goodness. This flashlight is incredible. It looks just like a flashlight. No, don't comment on that, Frederick. I wouldn't dream of it. Alright, what am I doing here? Frederick? Who was that? It's no one. Frederick, are you lying to me? Are there creepy things here? Just keep exploring around. There's music. Oh, a certificate of approval. I've been approved. Oh, it feels good to be approved. Apparently it wasn't to approve this staircase, because that does not look approved. Okay, I'll be honest. Accepting this weird chemical thing. I can can zoom in by clicking. Fake. Without right clicking. Alright. Well. Is there anything here, Frederick? I don't think so. It's been pretty much nothing. So, I think you're good. What the bird? Birds. Scaring the crap out of me. Freaking birds. Frederick, why didn't you warn me about the bird? Because it's funny to watch you get scared. Yeah, whatever. You'll get yours. Well. I'm a little lost. You can go up or down. Let's try down. Actually, no. Up sounds way cooler. Up was also a really cool movie, so. We'll just stare up at the gorgeous sun. Pass through the pretty flat. Oh my goodness. They look so good for billboarded sprites. And that tower. It's pretty awesome. I can't see. I'm not making very much progress. And this trail has not been maintained in some time. Can I jump? Can I jump? Can I jump? I want to jump. I want to jump. I made it! Yeah! Awesome. So good at this game.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the
How
sea
could he do
could
that?
rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter.
I don't know, I'd be
Perhaps
pretty
now, when all
impressed by
haunts the
speaking
ocean
sea
was the
creatures.
Rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of
Maybe it's
fever
this one.
116 years later. The shepherds left
He must have been
gifts for him at the
some
mouth
fever
of
to
the
make him
cave,
think he
but
rode
Donnelly
in
records they never
bottomless
claimed to have
boat.
seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
I don't think I can crawl around that one, and you know what? Okay, paint. I must have been here. Well, let's go through the cave. There's wind. Ha! You're not spooky amnesia wind. What? Why can't I jump? Why does this cave look so creepy peering back? Whatever. Alright. So we got a guy who loves the land. And you can't help but love a guy who loves the land, but not like exceedingly loves the land. So, good job making us. No. I just want to go up. I just want to go. I'm falling. Don't die. Don't die, dude. Alright. Well, sweet. I wonder if it's like cold out here. I mean, there's a lighthouse, but I don't really recognize the rock. Oh, crap. Okay. Maybe there was nothing to be gained by going back? Maybe? No, here's the path. This is the one I was supposed to follow. I like forging my own trails. Okay, so the bottom path yielded me nothing. Very well. Continuing on. They say that this has a remarkable story. It's not a whole lot of gameplay, but a whole lot of beautiful and a whole lot of good story. Like things like that. And judging by how beautiful all this is done, it's probably going to be a fairly short playthrough. There's traps! Little traps. I think they're lobster traps. Maybe. But I'm not really a fish or shellfish trap dude. Nice details. That must mean I'm in the northeast, I guess, so it might be kind of cold here. Maybe, ooh, a path leading up.
Those islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time.
What the?
Sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
Why am I writing diaries on the beach? Okay, creepy. Awesome. Holy cow. Does nobody maintain anything here? I mean, look at these. There's grass all over the steps. Nobody even walked. I'm not even believing my narrator anymore. So they walk this whole place all the time. Should have managed to trample out some of the grass. Seriously. Just listen to those sweet melodies, though. Fantastic. Do I have like a run button? No, no run. I just walk. So that the story segments may be expertly timed. Or maybe it's just so we don't miss how freaking gorgeous this is.
The focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing purpose, deliberate motive to everything here. Was this island formed during
well, it is a video game, everything was pretty deliberately
placed. We were
placed.
torn loose from our moorings, and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders. Did it first break surface then?
That's some pretty awesome imagery, actually. Motor lane waves. It's pretty sweet. I want to get on top there. It looks like there's something up there. But I can't make it. Ah, nice wind.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuer
at
bay.
I need to erase these lines.
Not simply of the flesh.
I need to erase these lines. What have I done? Well, son of a... I've trapped myself on an island. An island overgrown with fairly pretty flowers. Ooh, pillars. Stone pillars. What? Oh. The plants move as I go through them. That's so cool.
They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim,
abandoned?
Did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradiction?
Shepherds on an island, huh? Contradiction. So it's abandoned and I've trapped myself on here. Why would I do such a thing? What's with all the poles? Maybe that's what he was meaning by the Bible. Maybe I should speak in a more serious voice since the story is more serious. But that might take all the fun out of all of it. Alright. Look at this, just absolutely beautiful land. Beautiful cliffs. There's a boat! Do I get to see the boat? I don't think I can sell out on it though. Maybe I can put a little patch on it. I probably have a bike
Dear
repair
Esther,
kit somewhere.
I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage where?
My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet.
What?
Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Oh. Cold water. What happened to the boat? What was that sound? Heard creepy sounds. I think I'm gonna head towards the boat, although this game really doesn't
I would leave you presents outside your
tell you
retreat
anything.
in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted
that?
and I've run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures.
I'm talking nonsense. I'm crazy. I always pick these lone survivor games where I'm crazy. More paint? It's like radioactive paint, and what the heck is this chemical? It has significance. It's in 2 places now. Maybe I should be grabbing this sleeping bag. Although, that does not look like the most comfortable place to put a sleeping bag. Guess it's fairly dry in here. Alright, I think I'm making my way towards the boat. The Boat. Stop scaring me. I shouldn't be scared by this game. Oh no, I didn't go out by the Boat. At least I don't think so. I think the boat's still over there. Oh, I wanted to get to the boat. Wanted to see the Boat. Alright. I don't get to see it. Just get to see it at a distance. Thought it might be cool inside. Maybe I could get the boat going and sail around the island and stuff. Be like Just Cause grabbing a boat. Grab a look around. Abandoned on an island. Once inhabited by shepherds. Now inhabited by no one. However, strangely, we have a radio tower in the distance that seems to be like
I dreamt I stood in the
calling
center
out
of the
for me.
sun, and the solar radiation cooked my heart from the inside. My teeth will curl and my fingernails fall off into my pockets like loose change. If I could stomach, I'd eat, but all I seem capable of is salt water. Were the livestock still here, I could turn feral and gorge. I'm as emaciated as a body on a slab, opened up for a premature source of death. I've rowed to this island in a heart without a bottom, all the bacteria of my gut rising up to sing to me.
It's not a bad, I mean, that's a bad, state to be in. But holy cow. Maybe it's just this music or something, but I swear that tower's like calling unto me. I'm going to have to give the developers +1 for figuring out a way to have me be able to wander without any trouble. Okay. You know what? These are all chemical diagrams. What is the significance? Chemical diagram after chemical diagram. Only that one's different. Intriguing. Let's keep going. So quiet. Too quiet. But I've got to keep reminding myself this is not a horror game. I'm not going to try and scare the crap out of me. Although they really made a decent effort with that darn bird. But well, I guess this is one of those points of no return. Oh, and we just went dark. And here we are at the loading screen. I guess I was sort of trying to make this serious, but...
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Okay, sounding like a car accident. Boat! What have I done? I really should have been watching that lighthouse light instead of wandering the island. Although how you managed to crash into an entire island, I don't know how you do that in a semi-modern world. I think it would be very hard to crash into an island. But let me go down more. There's a boat. I want to see the Boat. What the? What the? Up there in the far corner. Just going, still going. Turned around the corner. Thought this wasn't a horror game. What the fetch was that semi-translucent, definitely person thing walking down the path? Oh no. Oh no, it's pretty, right? It's pretty. Pretty devastation. Pretty things destroying boats. I wonder what was in these things. Maybe there's good loot. Well, apparently I don't get to explore the Boat. Oh my goodness. I definitely saw something. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but there was definitely something going around the hill over there. Well...
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Okay, there must be a hole in the bottom? Okay. You know what? That's not quite right. Boats are not supposed to have holes in the bottom of them. See, the reason these sunk because they have holes in the bottom, that it wasn't a good thing. He did neither did he eat or drink. Biblical. Also a very bad dietary idea. Very well. What the? What the freak? Seeing things. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing... No. Oh, there's definitely something over there.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic. Your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Okay, so... guess one, correct. You died in a car accident. But if you died in a car accident, why are you on the edge of the cliff? Why? And why am I walking this way? Why is it the only way is to travel towards the translucent potion shape? Okay. If only Freud or Frederick or whatever his name is now were here.
I've begun to wonder if Donnelly's voyage here was as prosaic as it was presented. How disappointed not to have found the bones of the holy man. No wonder he hated the inhabitants so. To him, they must have seemed like barnacles mindlessly clinging to a mercy seat. Why cling so hard to the rock? Because it is the only thing that stops us from sliding into the ocean. Into oblivion.
Okay, so we have a buoy here. And these boats went up and crashed. Hardcore-like, too. How do you manage to do that? Well, let's see. Translucent person shape. There's not! There. Was I seeing like a fence post? Oh, I'm crazy. Just literally crazy. Guess we'll find out more next time. See ya.